guys. What's up, everybody? I was having some technical difficulties, but here I am. How y'all doing tonight? So good to see you, family. I thought I was live at first. I realized that I was not doing the right thing. But I think you guys can see me. You guys can hear me. Please give me a thumbs up or something and let me know that I'm good now, because I was tripping. I was like, wait, am I talking to myself or where's everyone at? Shout out to you all. So good to see everybody in the chat, man. What's up, Thrivers? What's up? What's up, Survivors? How y'all doing out there, man? Yeah, so good to see you. Happy blessed Sunday. We made it to another one. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Forgive me, guys. I am outside. I thought I was going to make it home before we met, but we didn't. It's okay, though, because I'm in a safe place. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So I'm just happy that, we're having this moment today, because I want to have a conversation. We are going to tap a lot more into the spiritual aspect of what we have all discovered to be narcissism, whatever it is. These situations that we've literally had to escape, these hellholes we've literally had to crawl out of. We're going to talk about it, because I have a special guest coming on our show today that's going to help me deep dive into the spiritual aspect of this topic. And I'll invite her here shortly, but I just want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you for being here. You guys are so patient and so supportive and loving. This is your girl, Mommy So True. If you're new here, I just want to say hello to you. Welcome. If you're on the live for the first time, you're welcome. Please take a moment, join the community, hit the subscribe button. You want to be in the thriving community. If you've dealt with a narcissist, this is the support team that you need. You found your support family. And if you are dealing with this on a family level, you found your new family. Okay, this your girl, Mommy So True. I'm a sister from another mother. We're here together because we've been dealing with the same demons, guys. We've been dealing with the same spirits, y'all. This thing is not a coincidence. I'm sorry, it's deeper than just a disorder. This conversation is necessary and needs to be had, because someone somewhere still has not been free from this thing yet. They're still entangled and still, caught up in this matrix. And it may not necessarily be because you're with this person. The aftermath of leaving or getting left by this person is real too. The matrix continues even after they're not there anymore, because there's work to do to disconnect yourself from the matrix. This matrix is real. I'm referring to something called a matrix. I keep saying matrix, but this narcissistic matrix is a real thing. I'm referring to what we all know and have witnessed as the cycle of abuse with narcissists, y'all. The cycle of abuse with narcissists, a real thing. Nightmare. We've literally lived hell with these people. The matrix, this is that complex cycle of abuse that you still trying to wrap your head around. So complicated, you're still trying to make sense of what you went through for the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So today, join me in this conversation. We're going to deep dive. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the matrix. I'm going to invite our guest on here soon to, have this conversation with us warriors, those of you out there that need that strength, those of you that need, just some confirmation that you are doing what you need to be doing. That no matter how hard this no contact thing may be and you cutting them off, no matter what it seems like, you did it, you're doing it, and it needs to be done. It's more than necessary. It's more than necessary. So once again, welcome in. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see my moderators checking in. I see the members checking in. Shout out to you, Dominic Morris, chosen by God, Tam. Sethunya. What's up, guys? LeVon James. I see y'all in the chat. Smooth Jazz. What up, dog? What's up, dog? Brother Hype Man, Nerd for the Word. So good to see you. What's up, Christina? B. Pittman, how you doing? Sassy Sand, how you doing? Keela Johnson, so good to see you. I'm so I'm so glad that you stuck around and waited for me. Y'all forgive me. I was several minutes late because I was having technical difficulties, but I made it in, and I'm glad that you were patient with me and you made it to the live. So glad to see you guys. It's a beautiful day, a great evening, wonderful time to talk about this as we enter into a new year. The whole conversation's purpose is to help set souls free. Let's remind one another that we are chosen by God. We are children of God, and that the enemy just wants to erase that out of your your head. The enemy wants to take that out of your heart because they did it to the narcissist. They did it to the narcissist. They stripped the narcissist of their future. They've destroyed the narcissist already. The devil's already gotten them. And so they're trying to get you. They're working hard to get you. That's why a lot of us, we've been seeing this our whole life, because there's something about you that this devil just does not want to witness, does not want the world to witness your greatness, because it's there. It's there. Definitely time to break free, time to break these chains of narcissistic bondage. This is exactly what it is, man. They've been working very hard to hijack our souls. A lot of us, man, they took parts of our soul. We had to take it back. We've had to take back every little thing that demon stole from us. Every little thing that these demons take and have taken from us. For a lot of us, that means since childhood, man. That fight is not the same for all of us. Some of us, our fight is a little bit more deep, a little bit more severe, because we've been dealing with this since we were formed. But the beauty of knowing that is we have a maker who knows our name. He knew us before we were created. This is why the narcissist loses, y'all. This is why they cannot, be successful in hijacking our soul. They underestimate the God in us. And I ran into this video by our special guest tonight, and it pulled me just from the title of it. She said, "How to Destroy NARC Demon Rituals." I was like, ooh, because the narcissistic matrix and the narcissistic cycle abuse is a demonic ritual. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. It's not just a disorder. This is a demonic ritual. First of all, if you think about the relationship dynamic, you're talking about being love bombed by someone. That means completely deceived, completely lied to, completely introduced to a fake person, completely, you know, tricked to fall in love deeply for someone who doesn't even exist, just to find out there is a demon behind this mask. There is a whole monster inside of this person. To be love bombed is extremely scary. It's extremely demonic. It's extremely wrong. It's extremely evil. Showing someone excessive attention and affection to gain trust and dependence, just to weaponize it against them, is demonic. To be devalued, devaluation, this is whether you're with them as a romantic partner, as a work relationship, it don't even matter. They all devalue. After they gain control, narcissists start to criticize, belittle. You're just not good enough now. All of a sudden, everything they loved about you, they now hate you. Why? Because this person envies you for real. This is a highly envious spirit that you're dealing with. So you get caught in this matrix with someone who's so jealous. This could be your mother. So jealous, they'll do anything to keep you from progressing in life. The hate becomes real with these people. That's why they gaslight. They try to trick you into believing that they don't hate you, or that, you're seeing it wrong. You're hearing it wrong. You're processing it wrong. Just so you can really take your mind off of the fact that they're setting you up for failure. Now you're gaslighting yourself, believing that maybe you're an issue, maybe you're a problem, maybe it's your fault. Maybe they are how they are because of something you did, something you said, or how you are. It's you. Gaslighting is intended to make you feel nuts, crazy. That's evil. That's the devil getting into your mind. That's the devil playing with your with your imagination, which is a part of your soul. Playing with your head, playing with your body, tampering with your future, aiming to destroy the vision that you have. The projection. I'm talking about the matrix right now. The projection. Falsely accusing you of doing things, doing everything that they're doing. Projection is a narcissist confessing their sins, confessing what they're doing, literally throwing clues at you. They're letting you know, this is what I'm doing. I just want to see if you're doing it. I want to bully you and scare you to death so you never do it, because that's how insecure and envious they are. Got you walking on eggshells because they're scared you will cheat. They don't want to see you. They can't take it if you was to cheat on them. They'll probably kill you, because they know how nasty of a cheater they are. Projecting all their negative behaviors onto you, because it ain't always got to just be cheating that's projected. They're going to project everything else onto you. If they're angry, they're going to project it on you that you're angry. If they're not happy, they're going to project their unhappiness onto you. If they're having a hard time with something, they're going to create confusion through projection, because they are authors of confusion. They thrive in that. This is why they triangulate. Part of the matrix is to pin you against each other, compare you to other people that are no comparison to you, have you questioning yourself, looking at yourself crazy, just destroying your self-esteem and your confidence, trying to destroy you to your core. This is the matrix, the interconnected web of narcissistic abuse, intended to isolate you from the whole world so they can keep you to themselves and slowly erode your character, your physique, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, leave you depleted, dry, rusted, and just out here, just empty like them, feeling soulless like them. My God, they do so much work just to maintain control over you. This is why we're going to talk about this spiritual warfare today, because it's necessary for you to understand this thing is deeper than just some type of disorder. This person is so disordered, they're demonic. They're so disordered, they're demonic. And it's such a matrix, such an evil one, that it's so difficult to escape. So difficult to escape. You'll leave, you'll go back, you'll leave, you'll go back, you'll leave, you'll go back, you'll leave, you'll go back. Make it make sense how someone can keep going back to someone who they know and have witnessed is doing them so wrong. Why? Is because this person then hypnotized you, pulled you into a trance. I mean, you are in a dark web. Your mind is captured, your soul is captured. You are in the devil's playground. That's the narcissistic matrix, if you ask me. The difficulty of escaping is so challenging. And it can be. It has been. I want to invite a special guest on here tonight, and I'm hoping that my moderators can drop her name or her YouTube handle in the chat for me so you guys can go check her out. She's spoken to us briefly before, and I'm inviting her back because she's just so powerful and knowledgeable. And I believe that she is a true woman of God who I think is she'll tell y'all what she is. I'm not even going to speak for her. I'm going to invite her to go ahead and tap in. I'm going to call her and give her some time to go ahead and join the live with me. And we're going to talk about this because she has, and while she joins, I want you guys to hear the video of hers that I encountered that is titled How to Destroy the NARC Demon Rituals. And I was like, oh my God, we got to bring her on the show and have her talk to the thrivers and the survivors out there and help me elaborate on the spiritual warfare aspect of this and what you are dealing with and the importance of recognizing what you're dealing with so you can set your soul free. forever. That narcissistic matrix I'm referring to is the ritual that she's referring to. Now, while we get her on the line, I want you guys to take a listen to this. Take a listen to this video. And I'm going to go through the chats a little bit. I want to encourage you to use those super chats because I'm not going to be able to read all of it, see all of it. Those super chats will stand out, and it could be 1 cent. Just use that if you really want me to see your chat. You know, I encourage you to use that tonight because we're going to have some conversations, and hopefully we'll have time to take 1 or 2 calls from one of you guys out there. So I'm going to have you guys drop that number in and have you guys text me. And while, at the end of the live, I'll see if there's anyone who wants to take a call and share a thought or anything with us for tonight. So here's what I heard while we wait for our sister to join the live. Here's what I heard. You guys just tell me I'm crazy because I know I'm not. I know I'm not. All right. Okay. All right. She's coming on in just a few minutes, but I want y'all to hear this. And I want you guys to go and find her on YouTube. She's on other platforms. I think she's on TikTok. I mean, this woman is powerful. It's powerful. And her YouTube handle is Reconcile to Love. I think I have it. I've given it to my moderators. If you have it, guys, go ahead and drop it in there for me so that people can go and check this lady out. And you guys can drop the number too if you have it. But all right. So this is what I heard, guys. All right. There we go.
Reconcile to Love. Now, when you have been devalued or discarded by one of these NARC demons, everybody can testify to this. They have done the most humiliating, diabolical type of discord that can ever be done, okay? They make sure that they leave you in such a broken space that it is so hard to even figure out what the heck you're dealing with. So this is how this goes to the ritual. Now, they just like their father, the devil, remember? They get in their flying monkeys. They start that campaign smear. That's like Lucifer summons and his legions. There's the picture. Then what they start doing is they try to get this intimacy ritual. So they try to cast it over you. Then if they get you in a vulnerable spot, that's when they trigger an argument. They can create their trauma, get you out of character, so they can soul cipher negative emotions from you. That's the ritual. And then after that, they crush you with a discord that you see, oh, you've been cheating and lying all along or do some other stuff. And then once you are broken in a crying position, that's when they want to record you or pull out a phone, that mocking spirit, and laugh at you and be like, oh, you so weak, you so psychotic, look at you, you doing this in front of the kids, look at you, you this, you that. This is how you handle that, because I'm going to tell you how to address those demons, because that's what you're dealing with. You tell them, no, sweetie, you don't understand. See, when I'm broken, this is how I communicate with my Father. And you need to watch out because his angels is already on the way. Because he said he's looking for someone with a broken spirit and a contrite heart. And you broke that really well. And so I cried out to him, and he said he's going to camp around those who has a broken heart. He binds up their wounds. And it is written that no weapon formed against me will prosper. It is written that every tongue that rises up against me, he shall.
Can you hear me?
So all your little flying monkey demons and all of that stuff, God got that, because trust me, the angels have been alarmed. It is written that when I cry out, he hears me because I know his name. And when I know his name, it is written he will deliver me. So while you're sitting there mocking me, it is written you have already underestimated the king, just like your father, the devil, did, because it is also written, had they known who they were crucifying, the rulers of this age, that they were crucifying the Son of Glory, they would not have done it, because salvation came. See, Satan don't see everything. That's the narcissistic daddy. So you be telling him, and he didn't see this coming. He didn't know who he was really dealing with. He thought he was dealing with somebody that he can take out. But see, I got a Father in heaven, and he got a son that got some blood, and that blood died for me. And because that blood came in, when I cried out, though it looked like I was broken, no, I was praying for you, because it said when I pray for my enemies, I love those who hate me. I do all of these things, those who despitefully use me, Matthew 5:44. That releases me from your tormentors, and then they return back to sender. So I'm praying for mercy for you, because some angels that they got dismissed on behalf of my Father, or they about to whoop some ruler spirits behind. And
My
trust
God.
and believe God is our. He is
Hey.
never a liar. And because it
Yes,
is
Lord.
written, all power and authority has been given unto me, because it is written, we will trample out serpents and scorpions under our feet. Bye. That's how,
Hi.
because see, what they underestimated was the God in you. Because they were
Woo!
looking on the outside, they were looking at your past, they were looking at what you've been through. They didn't look at the fact that it is written, God has formed you in your mother's womb, and He has
Woo!
sanctified you even
Glory be
then.
to
They
God.
didn't look at the call and the ending that God had on your life, and this would be a process. He would be a process. She would be a process. Whoever your narc was, they wasn't looking at that would release the anointing once you overcome. See, they didn't count on that. They were too busy trying to be you. But see, that destiny, yeah, Narc, that was my birthright. Come and eat that back. Yeah, go put your own repent first. But that is how you handle that. Hope this house.
Oh, girl. Okay. Okay. Stop playing. Can
Can you
you?
guys hear me? Because I got this mic thing. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Y'all can hear her, right? Let me know. Give me a heart or something. Let me know you got. Yup, they can hear you, sis. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now,
Like
now
that.
I don't know if you know how powerful you are, but when I hear your voice, when I hear the things you say, my heart heals differently. You take me somewhere spiritually. I'm like, oh my God. Oh
That
my
be
God.
that's the Holy Spirit. See, this unlocks that in all of us. Like God really, He loves us so much. Like I've never thought before when I went through this or when I came out of it, I was like crap. Like I was listening to everybody's content, like yours made me laugh, and then I heard the story with the how you was with the narc's mom, and the whole
Yeah.
time the narc be doing stuff and you're helping their family. Like I went through that, so it was like I can
Yeah.
relate, and then I wasn't
Yeah.
making that call to like get through go through that cycle again. Then I had to listen.
Yeah.
I listened to Coach Lawana, the TLMPD, like all it
Yeah.
Hario, like he made it just plain flat out real common.
Yeah. Them
Like it
them
was
all
so
my
many,
people.
yes, that makes it. And
Okay.
the Pink Girl teaches, like she broke down that spiritual part. So this was
Yeah.
all the repairing. So all of us on here, we are in different stages of this, but God has something in us. And when we got that
Yes.
narcissist dispensed to us, like that he or she was dispatched from the kingdom, the marine kingdom, like we have to be very clear on what kingdom launched that war. But
Woo.
when they were sent to us, they were supposed to annihilate us. And when
Okay.
mission failed, that's it. We will see this year. We will see what happens to them when they mission fail. Because that was a
Mm.
summons ruler spirit. It's a
Come
movie,
on now.
1966 movie called Incubus with William Shatner.
Mm.
And it has these witches that talk in that movie. And I'm gonna put it on a video because I found this clip. But it
Okay.
showed how the witches literally conspire, like, I want a soul that's like they can get the corrupt souls, they can get the ones that are drunk. They got all the narcs because the narcs willingly gave themselves up. But this witch wanted a pure soul, like a good soul, a pure soul. And the other witch was
Mm.
like, no, you can never touch them because they're God. And then she was like,
Mm.
well, that's a soul worth fighting for. And they always
Mm.
lured them like to the sea. And you can see how cunning this witch was. Like even when the Bible say they look at us and they watch us and they wait to ensnare us and set traps. That's what they
Yeah.
did. They watched
Yeah.
us for a long time before
Yep.
they approached us. And then
Yep.
they mimicked and became us, and it
Yep.
only for the bewitching to happen. Usually it's a transaction. So they might want to buy you
Ah,
something, something small, buy
ah,
you something
come
to eat,
on with it.
give you something or whatever. Like mine gave me a bracelet. I didn't know how much that bracelet would change my whole mindset, put me under a spell because I
Mm.
didn't see him that way. I wasn't even
Mm.
attracted to him. But
Come
it was
on
like
now.
that. Then watch my ministry and watch this. And he had a catchphrase like Jesus loves you. Like they always have some type of catchphrase. Like the
Yep.
other one had one that was swish. It's like something that when you look at what a charm is, a charm can be either an object or a phrase. So they are
Mm-hmm.
practicing witchcraft on a high level, whether they
Yep.
know it or not. My
Yep.
last one happened to know about the cult. He had made a deal with the devil and then became a believer, but he was plotted in that pool of people. And they give
Hmm.
them powers and they give them gifts. And
Yeah,
then these rituals, like these are real rituals.
they are.
I didn't notice it until I was going through the healing. And I literally had to go through the same kind of healing as somebody who went through SRA. And we can't say it like on here, but it's a ritual abuse. But that's the kind of abuse that can fragment the soul. So what they do, like your soul have different parts. You have a
Yep.
imaginations, and even in the Bible in Genesis, he talk about our imaginations are evil from the youth. So our imaginations is usually the playground the devil love to play in. He get that
Yep.
with entertainment. He start training your imaginations because your imaginations can rule over your conscious. He can
Yep.
separate that if he gets your imaginations to trigger a loop and
Mm.
keep you in an
Mm.
emotion. So this
Show
is
can.
it's so crafty, but
Yep.
it's so set up by the parents. Like you know how they have handlers in Hollywood? Well, in the kingdom of NARC, that's what I'm gonna call it because it's a whole kingdom. The kingdom
It
of
is.
NARC, the devil got handlers. And usually
Yeah.
those handlers are like the parents, grandparents, somebody in the family is into the occult or witchcraft. And they are
Yes.
either doing blind witchcraft or they doing it openly. But
Yep.
usually I know for me, like my mom, she's just narcissist. And we put
Yep.
that term lightly, but it's mainly they will give up their children. Like they will
Yeah.
manipulate their children to get their needs. And it's
To
hard
get
to
their
catch
needs.
because some of them are sweet. And my grandma narcissist, she had been
My
a
mother
certificate
is very
narcissist.
sweet. Yeah.
Yes.
Very
And,
kind. Oh
and
yeah.
I'm like, no, not
Can
grandma.
cook,
She
can
loves us.
clean, can do all. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing woman on the outside. What? Beautiful and
Yes.
all. Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
they will constantly attack you and your self-confidence, like, oh
Yep.
well, one day I can't wait till one day you'll be happy, or you'll get a man that'll make you happy. And these are
Mm,
all
mm,
trigger
mm.
words.
Trick.
So
Oh.
growing up, Satan is cultivating for that great hurrah, because they seen your star when you was born. Like just how they seen
Yep.
the star when Christ was born.
When
They
Christ
know
was
the
born.
stars.
Yep.
Everybody in that witchcraft world about them stars.
Yep.
So they know your star. In the family, they knew your star, and there was an assignment to tear you down throughout life. But the
Mm.
did, but he said there's a five-pointed ritual that they do. And the ritual, they got to do a humiliation ritual. That's why narcissists do. See, they possess. They may not know. They
They
may
may
not
not know, but
willingly
they
be.
are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they may not willingly know, or the real core of them may not willingly know exactly what's going on, but we may not have even met that person. That person can
Mm.
be in a cage somewhere. Like that's how deep this thing goes. What we
Absolutely.
was interacting with know exactly what they was doing. They had to
Yep.
do a humiliation ritual, so they
Yep.
gotta they trigger you. If they trigger you, they can get a soul trap going, and then they can
Yes.
start an argument, make you act really, really out of character,
Yep.
record it, and play it for the world to
And
see.
play it for the world. Yep.
That's the mocking
Yep.
spirit. And it gets
My
everybody to
God.
like laugh at you and you're humiliated. So that's a ritual. This is solidifying. They want to get your soul permanently in
Mm.
this trap. So
Mm,
that's
mm, mm.
one ritual they
So
do.
so let me just pause you right there because I want to make it clear why we talk about no contact and why we talk about not reacting to these demons. Your reaction opens portals for them to pretty much, pour or push their
Mm,
demonic energy your way. Those spirits come onto you. This is why you be out of character. This is why you be all messed up. And this is why you be,
yeah.
you pick up habits, you thinking
And
all crazy.
And it
Oh
take
my
a
God.
while to get out of it. Like, have anyone ever noticed
Oh,
that if you talk to them or interact with them, it's such a demonic exchange that happen that come out their
oh,
mouth. It literally take you about 2 or 3, 4 days to come out of it if you've been no
yeah,
contact for a while,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's how much witchcraft power is involved. Like they literally can
My
dispense out
God.
snakes. Like they go in your head. Some
Jesus.
people can feel them. It feel like something going across their head. And that is, this is like so serious that,
Yeah.
it plays into a
Mm.
bigger picture. But if people can just get this part together and understand that what you're dealing with is not the human you thought you thought it was, not that
Nope.
at all. You're dealing with
Nope.
a strategic attack against you and your generation. And
Yeah.
they are so demonized that is
Yeah.
they have to get you to participate. Like Satan
Yep.
can't just violate you and go against your will. He have to get you to actively participate. That goes
Participate.
to the sex magic. That's why they always got to ask questions that don't make sense. Am I the best? No. No, you're not the
Yeah.
best. You probably know
Yeah.
that from other people you've been with,
It's deep.
but they
It's
want you
deeper
to
than
say
just. It's deeper than just seeking validation. I'm
yeah.
glad you said that. It's
Yes.
more than just wanting to be validated. We all want to be validated. This person just wants to make sure that that you're tapping into that demonic matrix that they're pulling you
Hmm.
in.
Because the demon, and this is what people may not understand about how all this works, but the demon actually gets the person is checked out, that like they having a battle in their own head. Like this guy
Yeah.
actually confessed to this. He said, I was literally talking with all these demons. They would have me be with these people, be with these women, and then they would say, I need to feel this. And so
Yep.
I'm having an exchange. The person don't know that. I have to ask them certain questions. Then that demon comes in and finish off. So that demon is doing the
Hmm.
same thing that they were doing back in Genesis 6, where they were mating with the daughters of man. This is
Sleeping
the
with the man.
same
Yeah.
entities. They
Yeah.
want to feel the
Yeah.
same thing. So a
I
lot of
forget
times,
what was created. I'm gonna look. I forget the
the
name of what
Nephilim,
was
they was
created.
making the Nephilim
Nephilim.
back
Thank
then.
you. The
Yes,
Nephilims. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
He
Yeah. Yeah.
said
There we
he
go.
made a couple of
Yes,
Nephilim.
ma'am.
Like
Yes,
that
ma'am. This is
video
real
is so deep.
education, y'all.
I'm
Mm,
gonna
mm,
try
mm,
to put
mm.
the video.
I
I
love it.
might have
I
put it
love
on
it.
one of them, but I'm gonna try to
Please
put that
teach.
video on there so people can look
Yeah.
at it. But he made
Yeah.
Nephilim, and he was like,
Yeah.
so when these children come out extremely wicked, that's why, because a narcissist is just an open portal. They're just an altar for the
Yep.
demons. And so when
Yep.
they do their spell bounding, their rituals, humiliation ritual, they got to get through like all five. They got to get you to worship them. They got to do a
Yep.
food ritual. Like they have to
Yep.
eat with you. So they
Woo!
always, that's why the Bible tells us don't even eat with these kind of people. He tells us that in Proverbs. Like it goes
Oh
so deep.
God. She did not say that.
I missed all 5 points. I was like, I wish I would have known. I was like, I definitely would have not ate with this food.
Oh man, she did not say that with the
We don't
food.
know.
Oh my
Yes.
God. They are quick
Yes.
to try to feed you.
Especially right after they get the emotion and they make you mad, because when they make you mad and got the emotion, now they got the soul split, so they can feed this soul. It's so strategic. And then this soul,
Mm,
that'll put you in that cognitive dissonance where you will start splitting yourself. And then if you can go into self-deceit, where you believe a lie to be true, once you go
mm,
into self-deception, only God can break that. So that's why we were snatched out of these, because God's
mm.
mercy had to snatch us out. We would
Yeah.
never have left. We was deceiving
Ah,
ourselves. We was thinking that we was all in Delulu land, thinking that
thank you, Latanya Taylor, for the super chat. No, for real. For
yeah,
real.
we
Oh
were
my
thinking like, oh,
God.
we're married to a real person. They're a real
Yeah.
boy like
We was
Pinocchio.
we was art. We was gone.
Yeah, we were.
They had us fooled,
Yes,
baby.
because the charm.
Jesus.
And when you look up,
God was like,
charismatic, because I listened to this thing from this con artist, and a con artist was saying they don't really have to always lie to you, even though everything that come out their mouth is a lie. They just have to get you to lie to yourself. That's the only
hey,
thing they have to do. And
Jesus
so
Christ of Nazareth. Eh?
yes, that's the self-deception.
Hey,
That
did
is
y'all
the
hear that?
self-deception, because we'll start believing. We will even go as far as we will start constructing a better story than the lie they gave us.
Then
Like, that's what we would do. Like, no, okay, so you saying you turn, maybe you just, your car did get stuck. I can believe that.
right,
But maybe
right,
you just like ran out of oil again.
right.
I don't know. And somehow a stranger came and your car miraculously got fixed like 12 hours later. Like that's what we do.
This is crazy. And I'm laughing
That's how
because
it does.
I'm laughing at myself now. It's not even funny for real, but it's,
The entities
man,
involved with charm is eros, and that's supposed to be the love cupid. That's how
that's the,
deep this go. Like even when I
yep.
looked up charismatic went to the deity the charms. Like it's charms, and it's a deity group called the charities. That's why you
Okay.
might see them doing good things and good
Oh
deeds.
my
Like these
God.
demons have to do a function.
Oh
They
my
can
God.
only do what they do. So the charities is a group of demons. Like they say they the goddesses or whatever from Zeus, and they got the whole Greek mythology. But Zeus is Satan. So you got these charity things. They are responsible for that eros, for the war, for all of this stuff. They all working together. But the eros love is the love that we thought we felt. It wasn't
Yeah.
the agapeo unconditional
No,
love.
no, it
It's
wasn't.
the only love that a narc can give,
That they
and
can
that's just a
offer.
demonic
Uh-huh.
love.
It's a
Yeah,
demonic type of love. Yep. Y'all hear
to
that?
entrap. They just need to
Mm-hmm.
entrap your soul
Mm-hmm.
because they do the defilement. That's why they never have pure sex. It's always so defiling. And if they're not
Girl.
defiling you, they'll go and do some other type of sex and then bring it back to you
Bring it
after
back
they've
to you
been defiled.
with all them
That's how that
disease.
works. Yeah.
My
We
God.
didn't even know the kind of web that Satan had for us. If we had
No,
any idea, we would just be in such a state of shock because it really took his mercy to pull us out. It was such a
my
trap.
God.
We
My
would never
God.
have humanly been able to get
We
out of.
wouldn't, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Getting delivered from that, I'm gonna tell you how it felt. The SRA, because they start calling out like the SRA, the actual ritual abuse stuff. It literally felt like a hot helmet pressure on my head coming off. Like it was such a pressure because I kept saying like every time something would happen with narcissists, I would always do this. Like I would just get a pressure, even
Mm.
if it whether it's coming from the ex or the grandparent. Like I would know when I'm in a presence of something because the pain and the pressure. That's from the SRA. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
that's where they
Wow. That's
attack.
deep.
They like literally
That's,
set
yep.
up a
Your
stronghold
mind.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So let's get deep into how you destroy this. Because that video that I played for everybody, you said so much stuff that was just like, oh my God. And one of the things that
Mm-hmm.
stood out to me was you were like, this person underestimated the God in you.
Yep.
Okay. When the God in us, when we remember the God in us, everything really like changes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything really comes to a halt. And for me, at least, what I realized is the only way to truly escape these narcissists and set yourself free is to use God's anointing over you, God's power, God's
Yeah.
word to fight this
His
thing.
word. Because
It
they
wasn't
they
until I started doing that that I felt really free. And I want you to help somebody understand maybe the why and
yeah.
yeah, like how do we destroy this ritual? How do you get out of it? How do you escape this thing? Because people leave and they still are dealing with that trauma bond, still
Mm-hmm.
ruminating, and they're wondering why therapy ain't helping. It's gonna take
It,
more than therapy. This is
it
deeper than
is.
than a disorder. Yeah.
Because it's a covenant involved. So
Oh
because there's a demonic covenant
my
and there's an
God.
altar and everything involved, like when you get married, you go to the altar. It's like a
Yes.
covenant happens, and God is
Yes.
a God. Everything in the spirit realm operates on altars and covenants. And so
Yes.
when you have and the covenant probably was made, like I said, from a parent, grandparent. They already had made that decision and made their mind up with the devil. Like, all right, I don't care about these kids. I'm gonna side with you. I'm gonna
Yep.
manipulate, give birth to this child because I need their dad to always make payments, or their dad
Yes.
like that. There'll be a stable person to send child support. Like because of the
My God.
manipulation and everything surrounded around your conception, there was a covenant there that the enemy want to collect on. So
Yes,
to break
ma'am.
a covenant, you need a covenant. That's
You
God's
need a
covenant.
covenant.
And
Okay.
when you see how he handled the devil, when the devil came at Christ, he did. Devil was like, he brought the word. So you're gonna get these religious narcissists, and they gonna come with these
They gonna come
scriptures.
with the Bible.
And it's
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
most of my hardcore narcissists were religious ones, like pastors and stuff. And when I
Yes.
say they
Yes.
underestimate the God in you, God don't, that all of that performance show, the dress, the look, and all of that, that's irrelevant to God. He go for a heart. So you might just look like, I'm always very casual. So they think like you just weak, or you might not know nothing if you're not putting yourself out there like, I'm prophetess such and such, or
Right.
apostle such.
Right.
You ain't
Right.
doing, he ain't
Titles
looking
and
for
that.
that.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Jesus was out there. He was converting the prostitutes and all of them. He was converting whoever just had a heart, that he
Yeah.
seen the heart and moved on compassion, that get a shirt off the back. And whoever they were, he converted them to him. And so they would
Right.
think just because your life is rough and you've been through all of this stuff, you don't know God. They might catch you in a place where you just went through the hardest thing in your life and you might be sad or whatever, but they think you don't know who God is,
Yeah.
but they didn't
Yep.
know. So
Yep.
when he
Mm.
do like start purging you and cleansing you, he did say, and I feel like this is for everybody, he gonna prepare a table for you in the presence
In the
of your
presence of your
enemies, because
enemies.
they gonna know he like using people who they counted out, the ones they said was poor, the ones
Ha!
they said didn't know nothing, the ones they said didn't look like nothing. God
Come on
loved
now.
them so much. He be like, watch how I raise up this little people, and boom, with
Make
him
them
and the
big.
little group of
Yes,
people,
Lord.
he got it. That's the remnant. So they didn't
Yeah.
count on the remnant. They felt like you don't know nobody, you're not known out here, your platform ain't into the international. They felt like
Uh-huh.
all of that.
Uh-huh.
But God
Uh-huh.
said, now watch me. He's like, I got you, because I'm about to deal with this devil. Because they do the
Hey.
most. So he said that when he dealt
Woo.
with the devil in a desert place, he go, it is written. That's the
It is
only way
written.
you gonna deal with these demons and cut them up, because that's a
Hey,
sword.
my
It
God.
is written. And they gonna come with this and that. It is written. That's it. We
Yeah.
gonna trample over serpents and
Yeah.
scorpions. If you a snake, that means you under my feet, like he said. So
Yeah.
that's where you
Uh-huh.
about to go. It's some angels
Uh-huh.
that act on that word. Because the angels
Yeah.
get dispensed when you speak the word. They act on the word of God. So
Yep.
when you got them
Yep.
angels, that's it. They
Yep.
have to go.
They
So
gotta
did
go.
you, and Jezebel,
They
when
gotta
you
go.
think about when Jezebel was always speaking like a messenger, she used words. She would send messages to get to Elijah, like,
Yep.
by this day
Yep.
tomorrow. With
Yep.
Jehu was the one that God chose to slay her. When he went to her, she was trying to send a message. He shut her up. He didn't even let her speak. No contact.
Mm.
Soon as she
Mm.
tried, she was like, but Jehu, no contact.
Nope.
Fool with God.
Nope.
Throw
Shut
her
it
out the
down.
window. That's how that went.
Yep.
So you can't even
Yep.
speak to these people, because it's no rationalizing. They don't have pity, like the Terminator
No.
said. They don't
Right.
feel, they don't have
They don't
pity.
care.
They won't
Uh-huh.
stop until
Uh-huh.
you are dead. And they
Yes.
words is
Whew.
such sorcery behind it. No matter how powerful you feel like you are, if you engage with them and step out of some protection, they gonna get you ziggity boo.
They're gonna get you.
They
Absolutely.
gonna come so kind, and it's gonna catch you so off guard, because you're gonna be ready for the ugly. Like, oh nah, I already know what I'm gonna say to you. You
Yep.
practice it for about 5 months before you see them, like all the different type of conversations. But then
Right.
they'll come to you and they might just cry for an hour, and
Yeah.
then you won't expect
Throw
that, so
you
you
all the way
can't.
off. Yep.
Yes, you can't put nothing past these demons. Okay, they are
Oh
highly
my God.
possessed. They are
Yes.
pimped out by the
Yes.
devil. And if they
Yes.
getting their butt kicked out there, which they are, they
They
have
are.
to come back to finish you so they torment can stop. So we
Yeah.
can't let them do that. Like, we
Come
cannot let.
on now.
That's what they want. They want, if you, that movie, she didn't care about getting the souls of the drunks in them. She said they got ready going to the pit anyway. She
Right.
wanted a good
She
soul, a
wanted the
soul
good
that could
souls.
love. And because they can't love. But if they can get one that can love, because love is a reflection of God, that's what they
Mm,
get
mm,
rewarded for
mm.
in their kingdom. That's why they had
Yeah.
such a huge come up after us, because we had the love heart, and the demonic kingdom rewarded them for our
Rewarded
pain.
them. Yes.
But
And
you
I'm
get
so
that
glad you
reward
said
back.
that.
Like, when you claim your destiny back, they gonna have to give it
God,
back to you
God reward,
sevenfold.
man, the reward you get is triple that.
Yes.
It's triple. It's
Yes.
triple. And I think the reward that we see when they leave and they discard and all that, and it look like they doing good, that's all part of the trickery. It's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
fool you right back into it. You
Yep.
don't pay attention to that. That's all. It's still part of the, that like that snake in the garden. It's still that same
Yeah.
deceptive move. They're
Yeah.
not really they're not really gaining anything. The devil is tricking the narcissist actually to believe they're winning.
It
When
say
in
the
reality
deceiver is
they've
going to be
lost.
deceived. Yep.
Yeah.
They are
This is
deceived because they
why
don't know what's
when
waiting
you
for
cut
them.
them off, what was that?
Because they
I'm
don't
sorry to
know
cut
what's
you
waiting
off.
for them. If they knew what was
Yeah.
waiting for them, oh, it's
They
just not good.
It's not. This is why when you cut them off and you remain, away and detached, and you work on yourself and you thrive and you heal and you keep getting better. When you look back, or you happen to look back, or you happen to notice them, you start to see how depleted their life. Like, you're like, oh my God, I'm getting
Mhm.
healthier and you're falling apart. The
Yep.
devil starts to, in a weird way, it's like the devil starts whooping their tail because you done escaped and you doing better. And now the devil
Mhm.
starts punishing them because you out here. They really wasn't successful like they thought they was. Wait, hold on. We thought you killed her. She's still up. She's moving. She's thriving.
Yeah.
What happened? So
Because
now the
they
devil
can't.
starts taking things from them,
Yeah.
starts
They
shutting,
get they
you
butt
know?
kicked in that kingdom. Like
Woo! My
when you
God.
get away and you send fire to their camp, they little marine spouses they got. Because I
Oh
seen
my
one
God.
hovering over my ex-husband. Like that water spirit was hovering. That marine
Going
spouse they
crazy.
got, they get fire and everything burnt on them. So they gonna take it out
Yep.
on that narc.
Yep.
Like you didn't do your job, they gonna put curses on them and everything. Like it goes
Yep.
down. And they
Yep.
just it's so that if they knew, if they had any idea, like it said in that one scripture, if they knew that they was crucifying the Son of God,
Yeah.
they would not have done it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
underestimated.
Yeah.
That's how the devil
Absolutely.
do. He never see the Holy
Absolutely.
Spirit coming. If they
Yeah.
knew that they was messing with a child of God, a true
Ooh,
one, a remnant one,
man.
that he was
They
fine
wouldn't have
tuning,
took that assignment.
nope,
They wouldn't
they
have
would
took
have
that
backed out.
assignment.
They would have just
Yep.
stayed clear, but they
Yep.
didn't know. So
Yep.
unfortunately, we gonna see
Yeah.
the things that happen, and it's so
Yeah.
brutal that I mean, you want to pray for them. Like my first husband got some news that I'm just like, I just gotta pray because my
Yeah.
children, is connected to that stuff. But it's like they live such a wicked lifestyle that they have no idea. Like the devil don't have
Hmm.
any loyalty. There's no
No.
loyalty amongst thieves.
No.
That
No.
supply that was equally a narc, no loyalty. There's
None.
no loyalty with that.
None.
Like
None.
it's terrible for them.
Mm, 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 mm.
And they didn't take
I
you out. If
totally
they
agree.
didn't take you out, oh my gosh, they gotta get whipped by their kingdom. This is
They
a
do.
divine law.
They're
Like
they're
it
in
doesn't
trouble.
even, yeah.
They're in trouble. This is why this community is all about thriving, because our greatest revenge is us healing and becoming better,
Mm-hmm.
and rejecting all these demons they try to, put inside of us, and just fighting
Yeah.
a different way now from how we used to fight. Because believe it or not, guys, those tears you cry over these narcissists, it's heaven gate opening type tears.
Yeah. He
These
collects
people
put them
knock
in a
us on
bottle
our
and they become
knees.
prayers.
They knocked us on our knees so bad, sis, that we had angels coming from places we didn't even know existed. God stepped in on
Mm-hmm.
our behalf so tremendously. These narcs are in trouble when you heal. They
Mm-hmm.
are in trouble. Your tears, even while you're healing, is some type of spiritual fire. Some of y'all don't even understand the power of your healing and you elevating spiritually every time you open your mouth, every time you're in prayer, every time you still shed a tear. There's a fire lighting up in that narcissist life.
Yep.
Something is getting taken from them. Their health is deteriorating. Something is happening every time you remember that God chose you and that you are God's child. That's why
Yep.
to destroy this ritual is to take your power back. It's to
Yep.
cut them off. It's to know that you don't need to be there for them. All that neediness and I need you and I want you and you were sent from above, kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lie. Because they're so good at charming us, y'all. A lot of us, we have these empathetic souls. That love you were talking about, sis, that unconditional love. We want to love on you. We want to be there. We want to support. We want to give. We want to help. We'll take your kids in, your family, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And no, they don't deserve any of that, man. Don't let your empathy allow these demons to keep you in their trap.
Right.
Shut them off, shut them out, run for your life. Run for your life. Take your kids and run. You
Because
know?
they have a demonic empathy. Like their empathy is only
Woo!
to
It's
manipulate and
it's
control.
fake.
It's
It's
so
fake.
fake. It's like it's
Oh,
they and the con artists really
they
talk
don't
about
they don't
this.
care about you.
No.
They don't care about you.
They can
And
be
they'll make
super
you think they
sweet.
do.
They will go
Man.
all out. They will take care, come in like a rescue for the kids. They will buy everything. They'll
Yeah.
take care of your sick loved one. They'll do
Oh my
all of that.
God.
Only to find out after they have depleted you of your goods, your health, your business ideas, your creativity, whatever it is that God had blessed you with, depleted you of that
Mm,
a couple years
mm,
later that everything about them was a lie. Their
a
backstory
lie.
was a lie. The name,
A lie.
one of the exes, his whole name was a lie. I was only married 6 weeks to
Woo!
that. He was a pastor.
Not his
His
whole
name wasn't even
name.
real. So I can't even say I was really married to him because I don't even know how
I
that
didn't even
went
know
down.
your name.
I was like, don't your name gotta be the real name?
I was
It's
married
so
to a ghost.
crazy.
Damn.
It's so crazy.
Oh my
For
God.
6 weeks, I was like, this man can't
Hold
even
on, let
pass
me
a lie
read this
detector
super
test.
chat. Let me see here. We got a super chat from Smooth Jazz. Hey, Smooth Jazz. Thank you. She said, this is pure gold. God bless the both of you. Thank you for doing this. 2025 is the year of Jubilee. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yes,
God is setting the captives free. My God. We will continue to collab. Thank you so much for that, Smooth Jazz. We appreciate that. Because this
yes,
is this is so needed. I mean, this is so needed.
yes,
God did not, we didn't go through this for no reason. Honestly,
right.
when I talk about purpose behind pain, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So many of us watching this, y'all are just as highly anointed. You got these
Mm-hmm.
calling on, you got this gift, you got this word in your heart, and it's for you to spread this love, this word. Like
Yeah,
that love you gave to that narc, God is trying to teach you how to really kind of like, you know, perfect unconditional love in a different way, in a spiritual way. Give that love by spreading this knowledge now. Give that
mm-hmm.
love by helping others escape this same matrix now. I feel like that's what the call and that's what the purpose is. We're so empathetic.
Yeah,
We need to give our empathy in different ways.
in
Let's
different
let's
ways.
teach people that these fake empathetic entities are out there.
Yep.
Let's share our experiences, tell our stories, share our testimonies.
And what to
This
look
thing is
for.
deeper. Yeah,
Because they move
yeah.
fast. Like we have to slow it down. They watch us so they know like what it is that we might want. They always want us to do the talking. So we just have to
Oh
really be mindful of our conversations when we meet people.
my
Because
God.
they straight convicts. Like they came out of prison.
Yeah,
They studied a lot of this mind
yeah.
manipulation stuff. And
They know
it's
stuff.
like
Yeah.
they in the churches. I mean, the churches is like full of them, unfortunately, because when
My
people hurt, that's where
God.
they run to is the church.
Yep.
So that's why
Most
God got to put a
vulnerable
stop to
crowd.
this. Because his
Yeah.
people, like, it's so many good hearted people that's just getting ran over by these things. And these
Yep.
things are just wicked. Like, they'll
Yep.
go to church, but we have to look at their character. They cannot have their character.
Mm.
A lot of
Mm.
times, even when we was with them, they was doing stuff like I know man was still smoking here and there, and I would catch them like or see some cigarettes. Like I thought you said you didn't smoke. The
Yeah.
minute you find out those type of lies, like character
Those
lies,
little
you got to
lies.
walk
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Instead of like, well, I know everybody have issues because we think they're like
Oh
us.
Lord.
They are not like
They are
us
not like
at
us.
all. They just got skin. That is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
it. They are
Oh
nothing like
my
us,
God.
and it
Yeah.
is
No, they're not.
terrible.
Yeah.
They recreate a whole life like I don't I seen my ex's bio. It's so it's things like studied medicine. Like it's so many things on there that we would not a real person just wouldn't even think about doing because you would think like, well, I mean, that's just such a huge
It's
lie.
just
Like, who
extreme.
said they
Yeah.
studied medicine that didn't study
That
medicine?
didn't study.
Like,
Yeah.
that
You
won't make
claiming
sense to
stuff
us.
you ain't never did. It's like, what?
They do that. Medicine, neurology. I went to theology school. You did all this in like what 5 months? You've been out of jail? Like this is crazy. Like the stuff that they make up
Delulu.
is yes, but people believe it. And I think that's what we get so
Woo.
mad about. It's like people believe them, and we want to
Yeah.
say don't believe them, and we
Yeah.
want to get caught up in they delulu land and chase the
Yeah.
light.
You in the
But you
background
can't
like
chase the light,
you
right?
in the back like,
Right? You
oh, he
saying that.
lying.
And they're like, oh, I told you she gonna move her arms like this because she crazy. Like,
Right, right. They already done told everybody you crazy with the
right.
arms. Like y'all see her back there doing it. I told y'all she
And
tinted.
they
Like,
so
man.
bewitching. Like it's such a supernatural power. And the guy would tell
Oh,
them on this testimony, the demons gave them power. Like
yep,
they are
yep,
empowered by the demons to
yep,
trick people, prominent people.
yep.
They can mind control. They can get them to believe anything, especially if they make eye contact. So we have to be very careful what we're dealing with.
I I'm glad you said that. Because can we okay, hold on. Man, I just got a little goosebump because that's exactly how I got pulled in. That eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
When I met the man that I told y'all I was married to, the day I met him, I was in my car just like this. And he saw me from my window because I was door dashing. And I opened the window, I gave him the food. He looked me in my eyes. And that's how it all started.
Yep. That's what
When
they
you
do.
said that, that whole moment just replayed in my mind, like, wait a minute, those eyes. And he said
Yeah.
it. He said it in that moment. He was like, it's something about your eyes. It's something about your eyes that tells them you're the one. They've been
Yeah.
waiting on you. They've been waiting on you. They've been watching you. They've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The
They
eye
do.
contact. That
They
did
do
it. Because
talk
they
about the
your
eyes,
soul
don't
sits
they?
in your eyes. Like my
Yeah.
eyes tell people how sweet of a person I am. I promise you. You can look in
Mm-hmm.
my eyes and be like, I just know you just a sweet, giving, whatever. Most of us is in our eyes, just like we see the
Yeah,
demon
it
in their
is.
eyes now. You know,
Yeah.
like people's souls sits in their eyes, and that's confirmation.
Wow.
That's
It's
confirmation. That's
confirmation
a
for
whole
me
demon.
too. I
That's
think
a whole
God was
demon.
very obsessed with my eyes. He always just said, I just want you to look at me like
I
your
just
eyes.
love your eyes. Yeah.
So crazy. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God. It
So
was the
evil.
damn eyes.
Yes. I'm gonna
He
start
was
wearing
in love with me based
sunglasses.
off of my eyes. I could have been fat. I could have been 300 pounds. He
Right.
didn't care. He just fell in love based off of what he saw right here. Because
Yep.
he just knew I had a godly soul.
Dang.
That's deep.
I ain't even
That's
related to the
deep.
soul, but yeah. Like,
That's deep as hell.
oh my
Like,
gosh, because they
whoa.
ain't got it. When they look in the mirror, they might see the reptile, they might see the all black, they see so many different things. They might see the blink from the side, but they don't see what they see in us, a human soul.
Oh
Like,
my God. That's
so they
deep.
get
Those
obsessed with that.
eyes.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's the demon, and I'm talking because the demon is so obsessed. The kingdom of darkness is obsessed with life because they would never get it.
Yes.
And they hate
Yes.
life. Like they hate
Yes.
that God gives us life and will give us a second chance, but they so obsessed with it. Like, can I taste the food? Like that's what the guy said, the demon that would check in his body, like he always had him there. He wanted one would be like, I need to get in your body and taste the chocolate. Like we want to taste the chocolate. We want to drink the water. We want to smell this. Like that's how they do the narcissist. Like
Yeah.
the narcissist
Oh,
is highly demonized. When they be
highly
sitting there
demonized.
returning or looking like they thinking, responding to internal stimuli,
They
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 are demon. They
communicating
are
with the
having
demons. Yeah.
conversations with these
Yeah.
demons, and the demons
Yes.
is trying to ask them, "Can I drive the car? Can I do this?" Like
Yep.
they having these
Yep.
conversations whether they admit it or not.
Oh my God.
But you'll
Oh
see them
my
check out a
God.
lot. They check out a
They
lot.
check out all the time.
Yes.
Some people caught them talking in their sleeps. You know, some people don't witness them talking to the demons, and the
Mm-hmm.
older if you've ever been around aging narcissists, they talk to demons all day.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They really, they, it gets harder to control it the older that they
Mm-hmm.
get. This is why when they're aging, they fall apart.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus. And
And
this is
they
also why when you cut them off and you've been no contact for, not break that.
mm-mm.
Because you done starved this demon for 2, 3 months after they had you all this time. Don't you know they miss you? Don't you know they know this demon needs them eyes? They need to look into them eyes and
Yeah.
get some energy. Like, do not break that.
No.
Do whatever you
Please
got to
don't.
do to stand 10 toes down on that no contact. They've already shown you they are what they are. Don't let them finesse you back into that web.
Mm-mm. Because we might think
Woo.
like the time apart, like you get so many imaginations because the devil give you so many scenarios, even though they doing everybody else and got a whole nother primary supply, probably they married, divorced a couple times before they come back.
Baby,
When we
show
think
hat.
like they gonna come back and they have found the light and they realize we were the one. That's how the devil play us. Like he try to put us in that imagination. But what they are thinking is, okay, if I can get this last chance, I'm taking her out. I'm taking him
Mm-hmm.
out. Like I'ma
Mm-hmm.
finish their life. Like my first husband literally said he used to. We was a year apart, a year and a half apart, and then we had got back together because he's like, oh, I just want my family. I just want to, work, get, work on our marriage because our marriage had just got finalized before we got apart because it was in court for so long. But
Wow.
our divorce had got finalized. But when we got
Gotcha.
back together, and I mean, this dude destroyed my complete life. Like he literally, the house got shot up. He did so many things, destructive things. And then I lost everything. And I had a fourth child. Like we had my 18-year-old, but we had a fourth child. And so I had to move to the woods. My family had to come get me. It was so crazy. He said, I
Wow.
literally used to sit and think about how many ways I can like unalive you. I got to say unalive you on here. He was like,
Yeah.
I used to think of so many ways how to do it. But now that I see that you have lost everything, I'm cool with that. And he walked out on us. And that
My
is how it
God.
ended. And it was like,
That is exactly how it goes.
yeah,
On the
so
way
this
out the
whole
door,
time
they
he
are
was
like,
acting like
well,
all of this stuff and oh, I love my had a whole nother child. All of this, he was just thinking, I just want to unalive her, but how
I
am I
just
gonna
want to get
destroy
rid of
her?
her.
And
Yeah.
when I lost
Yeah.
everything, he was like, I'm cool with that. And
Yeah.
this is
Mission
like literally
accomplished.
what's in their thoughts.
Yep. Yep. Their
And
thoughts is to destroy, to kill,
mm-hmm,
steal, destroy.
that's
That's
it.
literally the assignment.
Yep.
And we got to go. And that means they'll go to whatever extent to do it. If I got to
Even
tell
their
you I
children.
love you, if I got to look my children in the face and tell them I love them, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in my heart, I know that's not true. In my heart, I would exploit them. In my
Mm-hmm.
heart, I will sleep with them. In my heart, I will molest my own children. So it's like when we say run for your life,
Yeah.
run for your life. By all means. By all means. Put yourself first. Take them out of this and put you in it and watch what happens.
Yeah.
Watch what happens for your life. A lot of people are trying to figure out why life ain't moving for them. You're still connected to some type of demonic narcissist, and you need to flat out pull them spiritual scissors out and chop this person off and stop being hopeful, because that hope gonna keep you stuck.
Mm-hmm. And
Stop
your
trying to
money
trick
will come
yourself.
back. Like once you do these things and you like really go hard and like sever these ties and come out of this and reclaim your destiny, like my credit score has been higher than it's ever been. Like
Ever been.
finances came back, everything the narcissist stole, like even up to the IRS level, God
Yep.
intercepted.
God,
All of
God
that
does
child
it.
support debt that he tried to get
Yep.
me to pay out, like he
Yep.
reversed that.
Yep.
All of and it was thousands, thousands, and
Yep.
thousands of
My
dollars.
God.
God did a
God can
reversal and
do
then
it.
he blessed me more. And
Mm.
the money he's getting now, whatever he's doing now with himself, he can only get from ciphering from somebody. It's only that,
Mm.
and that never ends
Mm.
good. But God
It's the
will protect
cycle.
you. and he will make sure that you get everything back and then some, because
My
they
God.
didn't just come against you, they came
They
against
came against
God.
God.
It's like,
Okay.
even if y'all
Okay.
read in Numbers with the dude Balaam and all of them, when the donkey was talking that story, he was like, man, I can't touch God's people, because he was getting paid by the king to like curse them. He was like, no. Do you know
Uh-uh.
who they serve? Like, that's every witch and warlock. No, you don't mess with a certain people. But see, the narcissists get beside themselves, because the demons be tricking them, so they get a little cocky with their little demonic crew. Like, now we can take this and watch. We got it. Mm-mm. They don't
Look,
know.
Natasha Huber in the chat asked a question and it just went away. I'm gonna try to rephrase her question. She said, I'm new to this whole world and trying to learn understand these demons. She said, how come the narc wanted him to leave her alone, and after he left her alone, she comes back 2 months later? I'm gonna let you answer. I can answer it, but I'm gonna let you. Why would they come back?
They
Why would you
ain't
come back?
finished. Because nothing. One thing you have to
You're
understand in the
not.
world of Narc, nothing they will ever do makes sense, because they are just a shell for demons. Demons are chaos,
Okay.
so everything they do will
There we go.
involve
Thank you.
chaos. So they leave you
Chaos.
alone because they have to rip you apart so you can stay in an emotional loop. Like, when they can separate the soul that way, as far as causing extreme fear or sadness, that's in a book called Engineer the Unconscious Mind. So this is a lot of scientific stuff that I've looked into just with professionally, but they do
Yeah.
know how to engineer the unconscious mind. So one way of doing
Yeah.
that is fear
Mm.
and sadness. So the
Yes,
narcissists do this
ma'am.
with their demonic rituals. They will cause that discord. It can split the soul, and it puts you on a mental loop of that time frame. Like, it sets a soul trap. So after two
Ah.
months, 3 months, you will still kind of be there as far as your feelings and stuff for them. They do all this other stuff because they just, the Satan got to pimp out the body. That's what he doing. So he
Hmm.
got other little
Hmm.
assignments for them, but that's it. It's just jobs. And then they come
Yes.
back to you, because God would have healed you. Satan know God is going to come for you. So you gonna cry
Yes.
out, you gonna do all of this stuff. Now, if you get free and God starts stepping in and you offload some demons, they gotta bring
Hmm.
7 more stronger. So yes, that narc coming back fully loaded. He done
Come on
collected
now.
some more soul
Yup.
ties and they legions,
Yup.
and they gotta come
Yup.
back. And this time they're gonna try to give you illness or try to give you something you can't get cured of. Like, this stuff is so diabolical, but that's
It's
why they
so
come
deep,
back.
guys.
They gotta finish you off.
Yes, it
You
is.
wasn't
They
finished.
do. Yes. That's
And
why every
they know
time you
that
go
tie's
back,
there.
it's worse. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why nobody can ever say when they broke no contact and went back to a narcissist that it was a good decision. I've never heard anybody say it.
Pet
Every time you go
Cemetery.
back to this, it's worse.
I
If you
seen
didn't
the
get
end
an
of that. Pet
STD last
Cemetery is
time, you getting it
worse.
this time.
Yeah, it's
it's
worse.
it's it's worse,
They was in that
So
other
man,
cemetery. Like, the dead is supposed to stay dead. You're supposed to just let the dead bury the dead. And no matter whatever they say, I've been redeemed, I've been there. Okay, but that wasn't your story. So you gotta just let
no.
them stay there, because when they come back, it's
Mm,
watch that ending of that
million
Pet
times
Cemetery.
worse.
They coming back, and the guy even kissed the thing and everything. The old one, the one from the 80s or 90s, like, he kissing her. She she got an eye popping out, dripping and stuff. It's some sick stuff. And he like kissing her like he loved this thing. And then she take the knife and
Oh man.
but that's what they are.
Oh
You gotta
man.
let them stay
That's
gone.
crazy.
Like, they done. Like, they made their contract.
Yeah. You got to leave them where they at, which is hell, in my opinion.
And
Yep.
you want them
So
to be different, because some of them family. Like, I be talking to them like, this is
yeah.
how it is. They
Yeah.
might even say a few things, but then you gonna see that God hater come out.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Oh my God. This was so good. I am so happy that you came on here to do this tonight. We hoped we can see you again. Ain't that right, Thrivers? Like, we would love to invite you back another time or whenever, because these conversations, a lot of people probably are like, I need to go check her out. Please do, y'all. We dropped the name in the chat. Y'all go and check this beautiful lady out, man. I mean, it's Reconcile to Love on YouTube, right? Reconcile
Yeah,
to
it's
Love, and it's the
called
number two.
NARC Reality. So NARC and Reality and Escape from Delulu. And then I guess
Yeah,
my name is Reconcile to Love on the channel.
yeah, the
But
handle. Yep.
yeah,
At yep. Okay. Yep. Cool. We are
they'll
just so
find
happy
it.
thing to say, go ahead and text me right now. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes. The number is 470-344-9215. If I got my moderators listening, help me go ahead and repeat that in the chat for me. Let me go through a couple of these and then we're gonna let y'all go. But I think she'll love to take one caller. One or two of y'all just go ahead and holler at me real quick. 470-344-9215. Let me see here. Judy Boston says, once you know what they are, you can see them coming towards you a mile away. You can tell them and they just step out your way. Yep. And that's also
Mhm.
once you know the authority you have and you start using
Yeah,
it, accordingly. It's yep. What Jesus, what he do? What he do when the devil flee?
yeah.
Jesus did a lot.
But you
He
come with
is
that.
my
It is
number one
written.
teacher.
And
Yeah.
you will have those like night fights too. Like they will astro project. And so they will show up in your dream. And you will have to
Yeah.
like fight them in your dream. Don't even when you're dreaming,
Hmm.
just really understand like don't give in to them. But if you
Nope.
do when you wake up, just say any seeds that try to be planted, just be removed, like in Jesus'
Pray
name. Because
against it.
they will try to
Yep.
plant those seeds in the dream.
Yep.
That way, does the devil set it up? If he can get it in a dream, it happens in the spirit realm, then he'll have a narc call like within a week or two. I always
Yeah.
called those cameos. And every time it was a
Yeah.
cameo that happened, the narc would come like within a week or two. I knew that I was about to run into the narc, like the narc before this
Yeah.
last one. But that's something
Wow.
that happens in a dream.
Wow. That's deep. That's deep. This thing is spiritual warfare, y'all. I don't care what anybody says.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
It
Let me see here.
is.
Um, I don't want to hold you guys too long. So if I don't have any calls tonight, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all know we look forward to joining back on Wednesday. So I'm changing my Wednesday night time, guys. It's gonna be 9 p.m. Eastern time, but don't worry, I'm gonna announce it ahead of time so you guys don't miss me on Winning Wednesday. We're just gonna move a few hours up just due to scheduling. But I look forward to catching y'all Wednesday night so we can do this again. Let me see. Angel Thompson said he tried to steal my book I wrote of my life, and I'm a woman. He wanted to be me. Ooh, don't we
They
know this
will.
very well?
Yeah.
They want to be you so bad, it's crazy.
Yes.
Some of y'all don't even know the narcissist that you left is sitting somewhere convinced that they are you
Yeah.
right now.
Yes. Yes.
Like talking like you, maybe dressing like, smelling
Yeah.
like you, all kind of calling themselves you what you really like. They are claiming your title right now.
Yeah.
Like
My ex, I did a
delusional.
thing on identity theft. My ex, his whole bio, that is my life. I was like, you just
Wow.
stole somebody's life, their credentials. Like, I have a mental health practice. You don't have, you've never had any, you are a patient. Like, you've never had
What the
any
hell?
mental
Like
health
you a
experience.
patient?
Like, how you own a practice? Like, this is so crazy. I'm like, this
That
dude
is
just really stole
nuts.
my identity, like things, neurology, psychology.
Oh,
Like I've studied that. I've studied medicine. He literally put it in
insane.
his bio, like he really think that he lived my life. That's some
They
stuff.
man, that is some stuff, y'all.
I had to call the FTC. It's fried. Like, how you gonna offer counseling and stuff? You need a license for that and charge money.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Crazy.
god. They are the
Oh,
Lulu. They are
wow.
ziggity boo to the boo boo. I be trying to tell people that like you got to run. Like, there is no
Oh
talking to
my
them.
God. This
You will
was
start
so
seeing
good,
them.
man. I'm loving
Yes.
every ounce of this conversation. It's so empowering to me. I hope it's empowering to you guys. I hope somebody got something from this, a whole lot of something, because she dropped so many gems. I mean, Woo, my
We
God.
all in this fight together. Like
What's up,
anytime
Mama
you need me, just
D8X?
let me know. Like
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah, we
available.
will.
But we all in this together. Like we have to keep the momentum going and bring this
Absolutely.
awareness because they out
Absolutely.
there.
They
They
are. And they not
multiplying.
stopping. They not stopping.
No.
They working harder than ever before now. They going
Yes.
harder now. Absolutely.
And they
Absolutely. So we
breeding.
got to
Their
go
goal is
hard.
to breed because they know if they can breed, they can come back. Like they want to
Oh,
have a seed there so that they
they
can
want to have
always come
kids
back
with y'all.
around and deal
They
with
want to
you.
have, they want to, the children are the biggest trap.
Mm-hmm.
Children are the biggest trap for narcissists, man.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. This is insane. Mama
Yeah.
D8X said I caught them talking in their sleep, laughing with the demons in his sleep.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I think she showed me a video of that, and it was real. She ain't lying.
Yeah.
It's a real thing to witness, man. It's crazy.
It,
Her
man,
mom
I know
does
they
talk to
taking him
herself a
to the
lot.
kingdom,
Mm,
to the underworld, and they are violating him because his voice
mm.
would be different. Like, oh, he was like,
Yeah,
so it
they
would be
they
so
raping them and
scary.
everything.
Yeah, I
Them
had to
demons got
kick
them.
him.
Them
Like
demons
I
got
can't
them
even.
narcissists bent over.
Yes,
They
yes,
are they are
they are
raping their
torturing
asses, boy.
them.
That's why they so mad all the time.
Yep.
They getting molested in their sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't even trying to be funny. It's a
They
lot.
are.
It's a lot going
Because he
on,
would say
man.
what
It's
was
it's not
happening,
a
like
good
he would
thing.
tell the story, but it's they are, and that's part of that's how you know that they are not, their soul is trapped in that kingdom.
It's
Like
trash.
some of
Yeah,
them are either in a cage or they sold they soul, and they have the
yeah,
demons just fully in their body 24/7. And some of them they can interchange in and out
yeah,
with the core
yeah.
person, but the core person is still aware of what the
It's
demons are
still
doing through their
influence.
body. So,
Yep,
and
the
they
demon
okay with
basically
it.
just playing with them,
Yeah. And
playing
they
with
not
them in
crying
and
out
out.
to God and saying, I wanted this to end. They're not, they like the
Yep,
perks that they get when
yeah.
that demon is in the control of their body because they know they get rewards of money and they get other type of rewards.
The
So
devil
they let
makes
the
the
demon
devil
do
makes
it.
it easy for him. The devil
Yeah.
makes it easy for him. He gives
Mm-hmm.
them leadership positions. You know,
Yeah.
he puts them at the top of the top, makes them
Mm-hmm.
billionaires and millionaires. Most narcs that we see are the ones flourishing in money. They getting
Yep.
money easy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
the
all in
devil
the marine
rewarding them.
kingdom. The mammon
Yeah,
is in the marine kingdom. So that's the money. And it's
shoot.
the money of
Thank
us.
you,
Like
Tam
it's the
Tam, for the
money of
super
the
chat.
righteous.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree. Totally agree, man. And
Yeah.
it makes sense because a lot of them, they need those material. You better have some money to get somebody trapped. You
Mm-hmm.
gonna need something.
Yeah.
You gonna need something. So the devil gotta set you up right. You gotta look like you got it going on for me to be interested.
You're
you
right.
know so
That's
he
what
got
they
you in
do.
cars, you driving a nice this, you drive nice that, you looking like you got it
Mhm.
together.
Make sure
But
they make
come to
sure you got
find
a
out,
body or something. That's what they do.
yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This was so good, man. I can't get over this conversation. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this replay myself just to be like, woo, she did say that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank y'all, everybody in the chat, man. It's been so marvelous to have you guys engaged. Let's thank our guests for being here tonight. Everybody is just so
Mhm.
happy that you came. I just feel it. I feel it in the atmosphere. Those of you catching the replay, make
You're
sure that
welcome.
you subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button. Go check out our friend. I'm going to drop her information in the description box for you, along with all of my details for you guys to reach out to me, work with me for life coaching sessions, all that good stuff, man. Look, let me
Yeah.
see. Naturally Rose said, these narcs are sorry sorrows, always wanting to come back in their thoughts like Michael Myers to kill, to destroy, and they will haunt you down. Oh
Yes.
man.
Michael
So
Myers. Because he kept coming back alive. That's him. That is him. Especially Halloween.
NPH. Oh my God. Let me see. MPA said, I took him back twice till I woke up to his shit and discovered all you in the chat. Just this happened and running from my life. Okay. We wish you a happy healing journey. Keep going forward. You've escaped, or you're
Yeah.
escaping. And I hope you remain out of it. Seriously. Seriously. Oh man, you guys are
Not
awesome.
worth
Thank y'all
it.
for all the engagement. That man built 21 altars, someone says. Let me see.
Oh,
Kingdom Minded
you know what I'm
Adventures.
saying?
Oh, Jesus.
They be in some stuff. They
This
probably
is
got a lock of
crazy.
hair or something. They do things
Somebody
like
said, let me see, Judy's bios, Boston. Are the narcissists known for reaching out to spirit mediums and witches and fortune tellers? Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, they
Absolutely.
will.
Oh
And
my
don't
God. The,
they'll want to cut
the
your
need to
toenails,
control is
everything. Be
so deep.
careful. Be
Yeah.
careful with them. Because
They'll
they
want to
gonna
do
take
your
some
hair and all of
clippings.
that.
Yeah,
They'll take your drawers. No, seriously.
they
They'll
will.
steal panties. They'll take all kind of stuff.
Yep.
You got to be careful with these people. Wow. Jesus. This is deep. How do you cut these spiritual cords? Malika Best said. I feel like we've answered that. How do
Yeah,
you
it's
cut the
gonna
spiritual
take going
cords?
go to the other kingdom because they work for the kingdom of Satan. You got to go to the kingdom of God. That it's
You got
gonna
to take
take
this to
a
God.
different kingdom that's greater than
Yep.
that kingdom because there's so
Yep.
many different moving parts.
Yep. You gotta change your life. I'm gonna just be
Mhm.
straight up. You got to change your life. You have to be willing to elevate spiritually so that you can discern this thing different now.
Yeah.
You want to disconnect and cut this spiritual cord, take it to God and let God show you what you haven't been seeing. Because the more you see, the stronger you get. And the stronger you are, the more you're able to cut them off. If you couldn't do it before, trust me, God's strength is going to help you walk away from this situation and never look back. Because God's strength is clarity. Clarity is you don't need to be here. They don't need to be there. You
Yeah.
don't need to think that you got a co-parent, none of that. That's going to come from God. That strength is going to come from
Yeah.
God when you realize you don't owe this person nothing because they're not even a person. You're dealing with a demon. You feel me? So let God be your number one guide with this. A lot of people don't realize how critical it is for you to get close to God right now. You
Yeah.
can't do this without him. I don't think I would be this mommy so true that I am right now if it had not been for God who was on my side. If I did not go back to the word and remember that God has promised me so much right here, and God has laid this whole playbook out for me already. He's already showed me what the devil does, and this is what the devil is doing. Right in my face, right in my eyes, right in front of me. So God has already also given me the tools, the authority to shut this down. It's
Mm-hmm.
up to me to be willing to do that. I can't be
Yeah.
all scared and fearful and sitting in fear and not no, you got to step up, stand up, be bold
Yep.
in God, in Christ for my Christians out there. You got to be willing
Mhm.
to wake up every day and do something different, like pick up your Bible and actually read it and actually
Mhm.
pour your heart into it. Maybe wake up and actually tap into praise and worship and actually cry out to God. You got to be willing to do that. A lot of us,
Mhm.
we question God. We've been dealing with, we've been rocky and wishy-washy with religion.
Yeah.
And this thing is teaching us to stop being so lukewarm. You either gonna do it or you're not. You either gonna follow or you're not. You either gonna get with it or you're not. Because you gotta
Mhm.
pick a side. And
Yeah.
if you truly are on God's side, if you really believe you are God's child, you are going to not make any excuse to leave this demon where they are. That is the spiritual cutoff.
Mhm.
I don't care if you're
That
my
was
mother. I know what you are, and I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna let God deal with it. I'm gonna let God figure it out. I'm gonna let God put this together how He wanted. Until God tells me, I'm leaving you right where you are because you're no good for me.
right.
You're
Right.
no good for me. Take it to God and trust God with this process, y'all. Like
Mhm.
this is the answer. Coming from someone who's lived this, I'm gonna tell you right
Yeah.
now, I done been through all kind of therapy. I done tried all kind of things. Although they've helped a little bit, none of it has freed me the way my relationship with God elevating and growing and me coming to an understanding that that is all I need. That's all I ever needed. My validation comes from that.
Mhm.
Everything changed for me. That's when I really felt free. That's when I really got to the point where I was like, I can heal from this. I'm gonna be okay. I'm
Yep.
gonna be okay because I'm more powerful than any type of power they've ever had over me. Much more powerful.
Mm-hmm. And it's not getting better. It's not getting better. And we'll
No.
have a talk for another time, but it's really, this is like the forerunner of something coming down the pipelines that's so sinister. Like if
Mm-hmm.
anybody can ever look at I got a dark matter thing, they shadow banned it, but I did a thing on the dark matter, the black goo, all of that. All of that
Yeah.
relates to the narcissist, because there are fibers that they carry in their body. Like these are some microfibers. They call them Morgellons. They call it some things. They can deposit that into us. Like this stuff came out of me in deliverance. That's how I seen it, and I had put all that microscope stuff on there. But these are things they deposit. But there is a technology and all of this stuff that's higher than us, that's happening now, that can react to that stuff they put in us. So if you got these fibers inside, that's why God is separating. They got that CERN stuff that's going
Mm-hmm.
to react to that, and they trying to take the free will of humanity. This is
Yeah.
so much deeper than we think. The narcissist
Yeah.
is just one player. It's a pawn to get
Yep.
people cut out. The ones that's the remnant, the ones
Yep.
that really got some power and some faith,
Yep.
those are the ones that got the narcissist in these past few years. That's the one they was trying to take out, to get them distracted, to get our minds
Woo.
in mental loops. Because if our minds is trapped, we can't fight back with the stuff they doing. Like that's how deep
Exactly.
this go.
Exactly.
And
You are
and we,
so on
when we
point.
get our minds back, they stuff can't work on our minds. Like that when
Woo.
we are, I'm telling you, you won't get sick as much, because they technology can't work unless you trap, like unless they have done that split. Like this is all in so many books that I've read.
My
Like this
God.
is some sinister stuff. But God, if
Listen,
He deliver people, they can't, it can't work. They little stuff cannot work on us.
it
And
can't.
that's what they
Listen,
afraid of.
I got a super chat, and I think this one might be for you. So, Chosen by God said, she would cut my toenails. What does that mean? I feel like we already just kind of talked about that,
Yeah.
but I'll let
They
go ahead and answer that. And I got one person waiting for a phone call, and we'll give them a call, and then we'll shut this down. I'll let y'all go.
A
So,
lot of them are into
why would she cut his toenails?
toenails is commonly collected by witches. So when the witches and sorcerers, like they usually can have an altar, and you cannot put it past these people not to be a witch or a warlock. Like they do voodoo, they can do juju. There's so
My
many different
God.
ones that they doing, and they will take the toenail clippings, and if they keep them to an altar, they can keep you to that altar. So this is
Hey,
things that will keep your soul trapped to them. Like no
and that's
matter what
and
they do, you
chosen by
still
God.
want them.
This is probably why you were with her for decades, because she was clipping
Mm-hmm.
them damn toenails
Yep. And they'll just keep them on the altar. It's a love
and
spell.
keeping them
That's
on, yeah, keeping you just, in that marriage.
mm-hmm.
That's deep. That is
Yep.
extremely deep.
That's how deep they are. And they be dedicating people to say they be trying to get the toenails and stuff and the clippings of babies or the umbilical cord. The
Oh
mother-in-law don't
my
ever do
God.
that, because they will
This
ask for
is
those things.
insane.
And they are really highly into some witchcraft, and they dedicate
Hold
those
on, we
people to Satan.
breaking up.
Okay, is it still breaking up?
Broke up for a moment. Let me see if I.
Okay.
Okay, so we can hear you. Okay,
All
there you
right.
go. You broke up and you froze, but you're back. What did you just
I
say?
said they dedicate, when they do that, they dedicate these people to Satan. Like they literally dedicate them to them.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
it's not even just
Woo.
they become obsessed with them. They get a team of tormentors and demons assigned to them in their bloodline that continue the attacks. So it's
Wow.
very important to separate from them. And I was talking about the mother-in-laws. I don't know if you heard that part. They might ask for the umbilical cord. They might ask for hair locks. They might ask for stuff because the
They do,
mothers
though. I've
be
heard.
witches. Like they really be about
Wow.
this sorcery life, and they can dedicate their
Wow.
grandchildren to the devil. And then their
Jesus.
grandchildren see things or see shadows following them. Like it's horrible, the
It's
suffering they go through.
crazy.
But dealing with a narcissist, that's what you're dealing
Whew.
with.
My God. Okay, let's get this caller on. Let's hear what our caller tonight has to say, and we gonna wrap this up because I know y'all like this girl got us on here all night. I want to go eat my steak. Woo. Okay.
I want to eat a steak.
Okay.
That sounds
Okay. Okay.
good.
Let's hear from this caller. Let's see what our caller has to say.
Hello.
Hi. This is Mommy Sultry. How you doing?
Well, we're living.
So good to have you with us tonight. You said you calling from Montana?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So share with us what's on your mind tonight. What's going on?
Well, this is kind of a difficult thing with me.
Okay.
I've lived through combat, and I deal with PTSD on a daily basis.
Okay.
And so I know how to do warfare in the physical world.
Okay.
I am learning this whole new thing in the spiritual world.
Okay.
And I've been without my narcissist for about 10 months.
Okay.
And it has been a up and down life with him.
Yeah.
Spiritually, I found out she'd been cheating on me in April, but I have suspicion it was all the way back in December, because I would sit or I would be at work and I'd just start crying.
You felt it.
Felt it.
Okay.
And it is a huge thing. They have driven me to the point, and I'm going to say this right now, where I wanted to be one of the 22 on a daily basis.
Oh.
22 veterans a day die. I have asked, reached. Nobody knows how to deal with this.
Oh.
But there's always, when I'm at that point, there's always an angel that calls or comes near me.
Oh.
And let me tell you, what you do,
you're going to make me cry.
it's kept a lot of people alive. Because this narcissistic thing is not something we're not set up with.
Yeah.
And it hurts in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does.
It does.
One of my big things is I got a cool question for you guys.
Sure.
Is this the narcissist I was married to was Irish and Native American.
Okay.
Does this thing seem to be a particular nationality?
Nope.
Because all the people that I notice that are talking about this are English or African Americans.
Nope.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I see the big healing. The people that have stepped in to heal us.
I see.
That's where
saying.
I see those people are.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I look at you. I look at T. I look at Michelle.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's just because nothing disrespectful here, but Black women are really powerful. But Black women are powerful. No. My answer is absolutely worldwide. It doesn't matter culture, color, race, sex, none of that matters. This thing is happening everywhere on this planet.
Yes.
So that has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. And just to let you know, it has nothing to do with where someone is from. But with everything that you're saying, what you're sharing, this is why these conversations are important, because it is a spiritual war that you're fighting, and that's why it's so painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's so painful because you were in a spiritual battle with something dark and you didn't know. You've been wrestling with the devil for so long, and it's almost like when you stopped wrestling with the devil, now you're used to wrestling with this. Like, you're used to this. You now have to shake off this cycle. And you also have to grieve how to let go of somebody that you was in love with, or something you was in love with. At least you thought it was love. Because really, we're not in love with them, y'all.
Right.
I don't really think that's what it is.
Now,
yeah.
I mean, it was just like, said earlier today when we stepped into this thing. When my wife and I started dating, she used to look at me like a piece of meat.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you guys were talking about it's in the eyes. I would look over. She looked at me like I was a piece of meat.
Yep. The signs
like
were
something else. And now I look back and I'm going, oh my God, you know, was I a target? Was I straight up a target? You know, because technically I should be dead 5 times over.
Wow.
And that's prior to 2024.
Wow.
But I knew in the bottom of my soul that when I was 56, it was going to be the hardest year of my life. Well,
yeah.
But I just want you to know you're not by yourself, though. What you're experiencing, everything you're dealing with over these 10 to heal, as long as you allow yourself to remain educated, you'll start to feel stronger. As time goes on, you'll feel her spirit kind of like shedding off of you. I don't know how to put it. And I don't know if you can help me, sis, talk to him, but
I can.
it gets better. Yeah.
It
What
does.
you got to tell him?
I want to. What's your name? And well, you don't have to give your name. I want to tell you that you know, like this, the battle is different because it is spiritual. But your weapons, God is greater. He has an army that it is so much more powerful than we can ever imagine. An army that has already defeated the kingdom that this narcissist came from. It's more of a kingdom issue than a nationality. Like it was launched from the Marine Kingdom. And although she may have bewitched you, like that's usually what happens because they are already sold out to the kingdom of darkness as a witch or a warlock. Although she has bewitched you, you don't want to have that guilt or that shame of how did I fall in this trap. They have a supernatural power that knows what you like based on your bloodline. These are familiar spirits, high level demonic entities. And so it was a setup because Satan hates all people. He hates any human. He hates anyone that reflects love. So we just ask and we just pray that God just give you peace and he just start healing your heart. And we cancel and sever the demonic attacks and the plans that Satan had over your life. And we cancel out that assignment from the spirit of death. And we send that thing back because God is greater. And we know that when we speak these things and we declare and decree, we know it's established in the spirit realm and that Satan cannot claim your soul. Instead of speaking death, we're going to speak life. And we know that we're going to speak life and you would declare it and you will live and declare the works of the living God. You would say who he is and how faithful he is because he can come through for you. And we're going to attack all of those demonic entities that they send because that's our real enemy. So even though she set a trap for you, since you called out, God, he will meet you where you at. He will start giving you strategy. He will start giving you peace. He will put people in your life that you can talk to about him. He will open up the mysteries of his word. Like he loves us that much. And because you didn't perish, that was him rescuing you even in the midst of your grief and your pain. So he's always with us. He say he never leave us. He never forsake us. Even when your heart is broken, it say he encamps around a broken hearted, meaning that he sit there and he sets up a tent when you have a broken hearted in your brokenness and he's just there with you. He's there in the storm. He know this person was wicked. He know that the team that sent them, but for you, he has so much love and peace that he can pour into you. So we just ask God to just bind up those tormenting spirits that came your way and just give you peace and let you have peace in a sound sleep. And you just saying that's pretty much what I have to say. But yeah, because this is very hard.
Yeah.
The other thing that I want to say is that this is of a weak. I have learned this is of a weak mind because my mom is a narcissist, and I had every reason to walk down that road that she's walked, and I didn't because I knew I was going to be.
Yep.
Yeah. And for the torment that she and the damage she did to my dad, bless his soul, he died at 56. Yeah. And I have not talked to my mom in probably 18 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So you were the scapegoat. You were
Yeah.
the scapegoat.
Yes, I was.
Wow.
You're the
Yes, I was.
generational curse
And
breaker.
when my grandfather died, the day before he died, he's told me the one person I feel sorry for, and he pointed right at me. And yeah, I was the punching bag, and I was the scapegoat for the family. That's pretty much what I divorced myself.
Okay, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But you also the generational curse breaker. And
That's what
breaking
I was
that
just
curse
about to
said
say.
tragedy happens at
Scapegoat.
56.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You're the curse breaker. Because this is your conversation at 56. You know? And the devil tried to create the same thing that happened with your dad. It probably happened with your grandparent, grandfather, great. Like, you've escaped that. You're going a different way. You're tapping into a level of healing they never got the opportunity to. So
I do believe you're right. And also I do believe that this is a decision.
Absolutely.
The easy way out.
Absolutely. We all have,
instead of doing the right thing,
freedom of will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's why me and Keisha, we strongly believe our perspective is this thing is spiritual, and they do have demonic tendencies because they chose to let the devil in. Whatever the trauma was. We all go through things, but we all don't allow the devil to just come and take over our souls. And these narcissists do that. They've done that. This is a choice.
Yep.
And I'm not, I would never believe any other. I mean, it's a choice. They're given so many options and opportunities, I should say, to get it right and to be better, and they run from it. They got blessed with someone like you and they tried to destroy it. So you're choosing to be right where you are. So we need to choose to leave them right where they are. You know, and it's hard, but it's gonna get better for you. Trust me. And I know it's easier said than done, considering you already have your own issues with with PTSD that you've stated. But nothing is too hard for God. Nothing. You're not too broken, you're not too messed up already, or none of that. This is a catalyst for you to ultimately heal every level of your life. So I pray that you heal and you thrive and you go forward and you shine like never before. You've already escaped the hell of your mother. So this should be small for you. The mom part was the big part.
Yes.
What? You're a warrior, man. You're a true warrior. That's why she tried to destroy you like that, but she couldn't do it. 10 months in, you still got some time because it sounded like you were married, but you gonna be okay.
Oh, I was married.
God is in you.
I was married.
Yeah, you were married.
Yeah.
Yep. God is with you. So we appreciate you checking in with us tonight. Thank you so much, brother. We leave you with so much love.
Thank you for what you do.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You take care of yourself. We'll talk again next time. You got my number, okay? Just check in every now and then. All right. Okay. Take care now. Good night. All right. Bye. Okay, so a bunch of y'all have been trying to call my phone, and I'm like, I told y'all to text me, not call me. So we'll pause there. We'll continue this on Wednesday night. I'm gonna catch y'all at 9 p.m. We're switching from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Wednesday nights. Sundays to be announced. I may move my Sunday times, but I'll let you guys know before I do it. I don't want to throw y'all off. But things are just changing, and because of my schedule and all kind of stuff happening, I gotta, adjust. But I love y'all. Thank you so much, Miss Keisha. Go check her out, y'all. Please subscribe. Go check her
Thank you for
videos
having
out,
me.
man. We're going to see you again. Thank you for your patience and for being here, spreading all this knowledge and love. We appreciate you so much. You take care of yourself. And you guys, y'all have a blessed and wonderful week coming up. I wish you guys nothing but peace, love, joy, healing, happiness, all of that. Y'all keep thriving. Keep praying for yourself, praying for each other, all of that. Y'all have a blessed night. Everyone, take care of yourself. Bye, Keisha.
Bye.
Bye, loves. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later. Everyone have a blessed night. That was so awesome. Okay, Keisha's off. I didn't want to keep her much longer, but I'm about to let you guys go. Let me see. Shout out to all my members that were in the house tonight. Thank y'all. Monique Easton, I appreciate you, love. Thank you for being here. I see you in the chats. Woo! I see you in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. Tam, I appreciate you. Elisa, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. Oh my God. You guys are so amazing. Thank y'all so much. If I didn't get to your chat, don't worry. I'm going to try to go back and watch this replay myself and just read some of what y'all wrote. But it was so lovely, the engagement, everything. Until Wednesday night, 9 p.m. I'll see you guys then. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Stay true. Until next time, guys. Deuces.